What's going on, everybody? Welcome into TB Sports 27. We're so glad to have you here as our battle continues. The Gauntlet continues in the SEC. This isn't one of those fake Greg Sankey SEC promoted gauntlets. This is the real deal. We just played unbeaten Kentucky 2 weeks ago. We had LSU last week. We had number 4 ranked Georgia the week before that. Now we got another one-win team coming in here. So in the last 3 weeks, we had undefeated Kentucky, 1-win Georgia, 1-win Texas A&M. We had LSU. After that, we got 2-loss Texas, 2-loss Oklahoma. We're right in the thick of it before we can kind of take a deep breath with some Vanderbilts and South Carolinas at the end of the year. So, well, let's see. We're riding high. We got big recruits coming in to watch this one. This is the game of the week. We got Fowler on the call. This is the most I've heard Fowler at all. And I want to talk about, as the day that we are streaming this, the Dynasty Deep Dive dropped for College Football 26. I'm interested to hear your guys' thought. You get a lot more information if you read the write-up about Dynasty on the website as opposed to the deep dive, which is more of a quick 4-minute video there. But a lot of interesting stuff, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Stuff that I'm really excited about, but stuff that I'm excited about as somebody that thinks the changes are awesome. But look at those stats, good lord. The changes are awesome, but I don't think they're $70 awesome. They're more of $20 to $30 changes, and that's probably, if it is game changing, I may break my rule and buy the new game the next year, which I never do. The last time I did a yearly release back-to-back purchase was College Football 07 and College Football 08, and part of that was because there was a Boise State player on the cover for 2008. Oh, come on, first down, Aggies. Other than that, the last games I bought, like even Madden, 2K5, Madden 12, Madden 20, Madden 25 are the ones I've had. For college football, other than the early days, it was 07, 08, and then 2012 and 2014. And I think I only got 2014 because I knew that was going to be the last one for a while. But if the price goes down and the action, this is a $70 game, and it's awesome features dynamic lighting, more stats in the menu, right? A lot of the architect changes, some of the recruiting stuff is really cool. Being able to see your team needs on the recruiting screen, that's all awesome stuff. So that's $70 for that awesome stuff. Which I know they've added other stuff, but I'm not playing those other modes, so I got to go with what I'm playing with. And yeah, that's tough to justify $70 for awesome changes I'm excited about, but for lighting and some on-screen stats, which probably should have been in this game. So we'll see. We'll see how quickly. Like right now, I think you could buy this game for like $20, $10 or something. It's crazy cheap. Meanwhile, we're getting gashed by the Aggies. They're gashing us. So not to say these changes won't be awesome. And again, I want to hear more of your guys' thoughts in the comments, in the live chat here, what your thoughts are on it. Good lord. We might be in the middle of a fight, guys. But I want to know. Put a price tag on it. What is it? Is it $70 worth it day one go out, or would you wait for the price to go down?
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop.
We got to come up with something here. All kinds of time in the pocket. Had to finally get him to throw that one away. So we bring the heat. This might be risky on a second down, but I'm going to bring the thunder smoke. See if we can put some pressure on the quarterback here. Make him feel a little antsy. They're going to run it, so it ended up being the right call. All right, we're going to go Sam Blitz. We're going to go man up here. and we're gonna bring one guy in on a blitz and see if we can sneak in and get the quarterback. Oh, we almost got him, and he got rid of it. If you look at the right side of the screen, he was rolling in for the sack. And, well, we just got burned on that opening drive by the Aggies. Shoot. What else? What else about the new game? The new college football game is kind of cool. They add a lot of mascots, which is awesome. Swoop, which is my previous Utah mascot, which I am going to finish Utah Ute season. I'm going to keep playing that. Eventually, I'm going to get back to it, but I'm going to play it until we take a loss. And then we could officially announce our retirement because we are in the middle of, hey, look at that. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero just updated right there on the screen. You guys want to see me stream that on the channel? Fun game, very fun game. Very hard at times. There are some hard battles in that game. I sent a tweet out, and I encourage you guys. I'll throw the socials on the screen real quick. I've been pretty active on Twitter lately, twitter.com/tvsports27. And I tweeted out to my alma mater. I went to Troy University and tweeted to him that I've never seen T-Roy in, which is Troy's mascot. Look him up. T-Roy. T-Roy, great guy. I have a couple pictures with him. I've never seen him in a college football video game. His picture is in this game, I want to say. Like, if you pick Troy as the default, you can see him as, like, on the splash page, on the home page. Maybe he's been in one of the college basketball games or something. Or maybe the same thing, I'm just remembering a picture, but I don't know what we got to do. Anyone from Troy that's watching this, we got to get T-Roy in the game. We got Coastal Carolina mascot in the game. We got all kinds of Sunbelt. Big Red's in the game. I guess they're not in the Sunbelt anymore. But we got Big Red in the game. We got Sunbelt mascots up and down. But somehow T-Roy, which is the best mascot, the most awesome mascot, nowhere to be found. So go check out that tweet on Twitter and get it some love. Let's get the discussion going with Troy University. Alma mater here, proud students, still owe them $30,000 student debt. But let's get T-Roy in the college football video game. Because he's been missing. He's been missing for decades. Never been in a game. So we got Glenn Allen back in the mix. We had to take him out most of last week for some wear and tear issues. That's a big change as well. The wear and tear pool. Interested to see how that's going to work in the new college football 26 game. I guess we can point out kind of the changes that, as we play this, things that, hey, it'd be cool if that was a thing that we know we're getting in college football 26.
Back in motion now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football.
Oof. Oh, we couldn't hang on to it. So we've answered their nice opening drive with a pretty good drive of our own right here. 3rd and 4. Nicely done. Wide open. Both quarterbacks didn't do too bad. Andres had just a wild game, 400 yards and 7 TDs. But Chris Fritz definitely had one of his better passing performances of the season. It was a bit of a slow start, remember, for Chris Fritz. We had to take him out a couple of times, but he has really settled into it here as of late, which is good. This is the Chris Fritz we want. And he's a guy that was 3rd on the depth chart the year that he finally got in there. We were having our quarterback struggles. And he was able to get in there, prove himself, and had the start all of last year, got us to the second round of the playoffs here. His second year starting has off to a 6-1 roll.
So here we go, 3rd down.
Theo Schlesinger with the big arm is supposed to be the big guy. Fritz under pressure gets rid of it. Oh, what a play! Chris Uki for the touchdown for Tennessee. What a freaking play that was. That was great.
What's impressive to me is the consistency
So one thing they mentioned too, that the fans in the crowd are supposed to be way more randomized. To quote what they put on their write-up, you're not going to see the same superfan in the crowd at every single game anymore, so that'll be a nice change. Again, a lot of the little changes, they're going to be awesome for sure. Having actual coaches in the game is going to be an awesome, awesome touch. Coaching carousel is supposed to be improved well. That was one of the fun things from NCAA 14 is being able to watch, you know, where Chris Peterson would go, or maybe like a small coach from one of your schools, and as you played through multiple years in Dynasty, kind of see where they would end up. So that's going to be really awesome to have that back in the game. And again, the features, it's awesome features. I definitely like the features. And okay, the cat just stepped across the keyboard. The TB Sports mascot is definitely like the features. The features are awesome. Don't hate the features, but definitely have a hard time saying there's $70 worth of improved features. Now, if this was a hey, spend $20, because everything, the menus kind of look the same. I'm gonna say that. Obviously, the graphics, how much can you change year to year, but I want to at least see some menu changes. The menus look exactly the same, so that's kind of disappointing. Because that's I don't know, that's like the biggest thing, that at least you get kind of a different feel when you get some different menus, but exactly the same menus. But if they dropped like $20, $25, they said, hey, here's the pack, the improvement pack of franchise, boom, I'd slap the money down day one, which is about what I would pay whenever they get down to that point. So we'll see. We'll see how quickly the price drops on that. That's the end of quarter number one. Hit you with the socials one more time. Of course, we're going to go live after this episode is done. Patreon.com/TVSports27. We got a special post-game show that we're going to do where we look at all the recruiting. We look at the top 25. We look at the conference standings. And Heisman race. We got a defensive player that is high up on the Heisman race, and that's another thing they apparently changed in College Football 26 is they made adjustments to the defensive players. They made adjustments to the defensive players getting preferential stat treatment and moving up in these high rankings, so that's something that's good, that maybe you won't see so many defensive players topping the Heisman when they haven't really done, like, we have a defensive player that's top of the Heisman, but has he done anything that's super special, right? Compared to some of our other players. All right, 3rd and 5.
The goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too long.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a fight. This A&M team is no joke.
Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the second. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Look at that college football bracket. Conference heavy there. They got us in the Georgia matchup. So the playoff bracket, we go over that on the previous episode that's up on our Patreon page, post-game show. They usually range between 15-20 minutes, so you get a pretty decent sized length video. And we're going live now because we're using OBS again. Kind of the PS5 kind of forced our hands with how crummy it's been lately with recording videos. So we're back to OBS. So it'll be live on Patreon. We'll go live as soon as it's up. Hit the refresh, and there's a touchdown for A&M. Good Lord. As a reminder as well, you saw Twitch up there. Make sure you guys subscribe to our Twitch page, because we are going to be doing our next episode of WWE Raw in Universe mode, and that's going to be on Twitch, and it's going to be uploaded to VOD. Probably do a Tennessee Twitch stream as well coming up here, so make sure you guys subscribe to our Twitch, because we want to make sure we got all avenues covered. And of course the VODs on Twitch will live on our Patreon page. Do you guys want to see me do a GM mode for WWE 2K25? I started one. I'd probably start a new one for the channel here. But I did like a 4 promotion one, which is kind of fun. I don't know if I do that many because it does take a long time to go through everything, but it is fun. But it's just me. I don't really have anybody to GM battle with. Oof.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. Off the incompletion, it sets up.
All right, we're going to go back to Mr. Allen, see if he can just get us the 2. Oh boy, the blocking was suspect on that. I know this is very risky. This can be a very, very, very dumb move. They don't have just like any I formation stuff. This is very risky, but I feel like we're kind of playing arena football shootout, or I should say indoor football shootout. And we got to get something here. Oof. I knew that was a risk, but we're trading blows right now. We're absolutely just trading blows. So felt like we had to make a move to at least keep it going, because if we put the ball back in their hand, they might be going up 21-7.
I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too.
Oh. Well, I called for a curl and not even enough time to set my feet and release that one. We're going to try to just dump this one off and see if we can get some yards out of it. I mean, nobody is open. All right, we're going fade out. I'm having Kentucky flashbacks right now. Who's looking open? Maybe X, maybe Uki, maybe triangle. Let's see. Oh, we got Uki as a shot. Does he have the arm strength? Oh, he dropped it. Are you kidding me? And Glenn Allen. Oh, let's look at the replay. He was walking in, and it gets punched out. Oh, my goodness. That was... And sometimes the arm strength comes into question of Chris Fritz. That one was on the money. And Uki, who is a Heisman candidate, lets that one get punched out because he saw that checkerboard in front of him, didn't he not? Yeah, put a Brightwell in there. He saw that checkerboard in front of him and did not secure the ball.
Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Oh, my God.
Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 40.
It's early. It's still early. I'm not feeling good about this. And if we lose a second game, playoff hopes are going to be tough because this conference this year, and again, this isn't Greg Sankey, fake hype that most of you guys know about. This is the real deal. We got us, A&M, Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas, Kentucky. I think Missouri, weren't they undefeated as well in the conference at least? So if we lose another game, I'm not liking our hopes here. And I want to say we're at least bowl eligible, but we finished 6-6. Not to say we're going to lose 5 in a row. Dear God, I hope not. But we finished 6-6 3 times in this franchise mode, and all 3 times we did not make it to a bowl game as an SEC team, which I think would never happen in real life. I think any SEC team that's bowl eligible is getting into a bowl game. Oh my God. The other 3 times we made 2 Rely Quest bowls, winning 1, getting blown out in the other. And of course last year was our college football playoff victory. Playoffs, where we beat the Longhorns in a revenge match and then took the L in overtime to eventual national championship runner-up Oklahoma State. We get to see the history. Now, I think it's just winners and losers. We won't get to see, like, playoff bracket history, but that'll be kind of cool because lately I've just been doing screenshots to kind of keep my history. So that'll be fun to be able to have that in the new game. Oh. So we have not been able to come up with a stop yet on this Aggies team. This is getting rough.
That's the kind of execution that's built on that practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really
So they had a career day at A&M on offense a week ago, and they are keeping it rolling. Is that 10 touchdowns for the quarterback in the last 2 weeks? We need to hear Rocky Top. Not enough Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Da, 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 da. Okay, you almost feel like this is a gotta-have-it drive. They started with the ball, so at least we can double them up here. So it wouldn't be a complete disaster, but man, if we can score, knowing we would get the ball back, we'd be in a really good spot. So let's kind of hunker in and focus on this drive right now.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the
Andy Kinder is also coming up a little bit slow as well. You see the load management. One thing that that is apparently going to be good is you can on the fly substitute those guys out that are getting kind of beat up, where in this case, you know, I'm kind of leaving him in because my other alternative is I got to go into the depth chart, bench him, think about it, and then go back in and unbench him in a couple of plays. Nice. Oh, Uki, what's with your hands? Holy smokes, we're dropping passes left and right out there. What the hell are we doing?
Looking to chuck it again.
Oh, man, everyone's covered. Go, Fritz. Look at the run from Chris Fritz. Holy smoke. Oh, that should be a flag. Come on, that should be a flag. Oh, man, what a run from Chris Fritz. Look at the replay. I'm going to let this one play out. Yes, sir. All right. We got Uki, maybe. Do you make it up here? Everyone's covered. We're running again. Oh, boy. I thought I wanted to get to the sideline. It's all right. Keep the clock rolling. Now, do we dare try to run it at all? Because we're kind of down there. I don't think we need to throw it. Time ticking down. Big time. That's going to be the first down. Let's take the timeout. So we got some room to breathe. That was a good drive. Chris Fritz made some throws. There were some throws made on that drive, that's for sure. I'm going to go halfback base here. Let's see. We got our blocks. Glenn Allen.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown.
Oh, he did not get it. We can afford one more run, knowing we got to take a timeout here. You know what? I'm gonna give this one to Fritz. He had a hell of a drive. We got a QB sneak in here, right? There it is. I'm gonna let him push this one in.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run.
And he got it. That was big. All right, we're in this thing. We are in this thing, folks. We got to play like we are a fourth-ranked team right now. Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Now the all-important extra point.
Trying to make these streams more lively. We got to get the people. The views were terrible in my last couple of Madden videos. I didn't do them with commentary, so I suppose we only got like 3 games left in the season. Now Madden is one. That's another one. I'm not going to reward them for bad behavior. Yeah, only 5 views on my last video. Go watch it. Go watch it in the channel. But that is definitely, if everything is to be believed, that Madden 26 is supposed to play more like this game, and all the changes that we've heard about so far, it will definitely be, again, another a rare purchase, But that one will definitely not be purchased until the price goes down. I will never pay. In fact, I don't think I've ever paid full price for a Madden game. Because I bought Madden 12. I remember I got it as a Christmas gift card, and the price was already down. I didn't buy Madden 20 because I bought Madden 20 when I got the PS4, which was on Black Friday, and that was already like super. I think it was like $15. I also bought WWE 2K20, which I know was a truly awful game. But it was Black Friday and was very discounted, so I said, what the heck, I'm PS4, I need to get the new game. So yeah, I've never paid. And then Madden 25, which I just recently picked up, I got it when it was, I forget how much off, but I think I paid like $25 for it. So I don't know if I will, I guess I'm going to see how this Panthers season finishes out. And if we end up getting retained, I may do one more year on there, or I may just wait and kind of start over on Madden 26, assuming it's going to be good. The plan, I think, would be to finish the RXFL on Madden 25, just because it's so hard with all the big rosters, even if we do move to Madden 26. But then eventually move the RXFL over. I'm interested what you guys think we should do with the creative team. That kind of sucked after we had a really nice drive. Because apparently Team Builder is supposed to be a lot better. I wish it would just be in-game and not on a computer. But whatever. But I would like to make my own uniforms and not have to be stuck with the in-game uniforms. Kind of be restricted. And maybe open it up to, you know, we had our own teams for a while that we used, like Birmingham, we couldn't use anymore because they're not a city in Madden. The problem is, though, designing 32 uniforms. That takes a lot of time. Even though I kind of have the basic idea what they would look like, that still takes a lot of time. And the RXFL videos, people watch them, but they don't perform all that well on the channel. So it's kind of like, am I going to put out? It's something I enjoy doing. I've always had a extra football league, like where I just kind of have fun and control both sides, and you know, different teams and uniforms, like my own league. But definitely, it does not get a lot of viewership on the channel. So it's kind of one of those things. Am I going to put hours into designing 32 different uniforms, and people aren't really going to see it? We're going all out blitz on this one. Oh my God. Always freaking find a way, man. So that is one option. I could also just design, like I could cut a bunch of teams and just kind of do what I did in the past, which was I would just have like 12 or 16 teams, a really small number, play a handful of them. But it is kind of nice for stat tracking purposes to be able to have a franchise mode where the game keeps all the stats, keeps all the scores, does all that stuff. Because when you're doing it yourself, you got to keep all the stats. And that's just another, again, a huge time consumer. But you have to have 32 teams if you want to put them in a Madden franchise. Oh my God. We've had absolutely zero answers for this A&M offense right now. Not looking good for the Vols. Playoff hopes. You're definitely going to want to tune in. You're definitely going to want to be at patreon.com/TBSports27 because our playoff hopes may be dashed. And we're going live for our post-game show right after this video over on Patreon. Oh my goodness, I thought we were going to have a shot up block in that. That would have given us some energy.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out.
Maybe I can do a half and half. If Team Builder is better on the new Madden, maybe I can design some of the teams I want to design, bring them back, and then maybe do some of the in-game models. We've kind of gotten used to some of our teams, right? Like we kind of know the St. Louis Rhinos now wearing that Vikings purple and gold. It's kind of like a classic look. And I'm excited. The Tampa Bay Mutiny. Now the Bucks are going to have the road creamsicle uniforms again in the game. And there goes Andy Kinder. We were wondering when it was all going to break loose for him. Running game is 54 yards on the ground for Allen.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Subbing him out.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage.
We're hanging in there. We just had really a 3 and out at the beginning of this half, which kind of burned us a little bit. There's a huge run for Allen. That's what we were waiting for. A lot of guys are going down in this game.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. The balls will line up on.
Well, it's stopping the clock, which is helping us out.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a
He's hitting the block, and then I am jamming the sprint button, which is the L trigger there. Well, he is the top rushing getter, even sitting out that one game. I don't like any of these passing plays, so we're going to run it again. But I hit the sprint button, and we're not getting past the first line of defense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
There we go. Play action fake. It's always kind of dangerous in these games. We're going to try it. Maybe circle. Nope, we're going to go right up here for a picture-perfect pass to the returning injured Andy Kinder for a Volunteers touchdown, Rocky Top. For the touchdown. And look at that. Chris Fritz has had some fantastic looking passes. There were some rough games early on, the arm strength, but man, once he has gotten into mid-season form, the man is on fire. And this is game number 8. So we have just 4 games left after this. And then, hopefully, fingers crossed, we have not played in a conference we can't leave College Football 25 until we experience a conference championship game. We have never played in a conference championship game. Isn't that crazy to think that you might be putting a game on the shelf? That just kind of shows you how packed some of the games are. Right? We might be putting a game on the shelf, and we didn't even experience like a conference championship game. We didn't experience a Pop-Tarts Bowl. What else? There's just a lot. I mean, it's a huge, especially college football. It's a huge, massive. We haven't experienced the Rose Bowl. We didn't experience an Orange Bowl. We got to experience the playoffs at least, but it'd be kind of crazy. But I guess that's the game. A lot of coaches, they retire having never gotten to experience stuff like that. A lot of great coaches retire and never. Chris Peterson, by God, I'm a Boise State fan. Man retired. He never got to experience a Rose Bowl or a national championship. It happens. That's coaching, baby. All right, we got to get a stop on defense because we're not going to win this. We can hang tight on them all day long offensively, but if we don't come with a stop on defense, we are up the river without a paddle. Oh my God.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Get that man a salt tablet.
Touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Oh my good Lord. Every drive, we're going to get Foster in there. Every drive, man, they're gashing us. They're gashing us right down the field.
He'll hand it off.
There it is again, another first down. We've not stopped them once, right?
Watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's going to be under that. I think we're going to look at the top 25 here for non-patrons. Let's see, there they are. As we got Stanford, Miami, Penn State up at the top. Kentucky, who beat us, feeling the disrespect, undefeated. But they may have a claim. They may be able to climb the rankings here if we take another loss. Again, patreon.com/tvsports27 for our post-game show. We will go live on Patreon right after this stream. As soon as we're done, as soon as the stream ends, hit refresh over on Patreon. We'll be ready to go.
But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in the rhythm.
Okay, we got to get one more stop. I'm going to go cover 2 man. We're not blitzing this time. We got to get one more stop. Now, they're in field goal range, arguably in field goal range. Oh, that was all me. That's all TV Sports. Pat on the back with that. Broke from the line. Oh, my God. This could be it.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down. Almost pick up the
Oh, why did we not block that? That's the second time we've been right there and didn't get the block.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg.
Oh, my goodness.
He's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Okay. It's not great. 10-point game. But, I mean, we really can't run the ball much. It's got to be all Chris Fritz here.
And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense.
What are we looking at here? Maybe Kinder?
Very effective. Moved him right down the field.
Nope.
And the defense make adjustments.
Ouch. Laid him out. Laid him out to get hit. Apologize. That's one of those quarterback sorries, but go play fake. This is the play we scored on earlier, so let's see. Oh, how do you not block that, Glenn Allen? Are you bum fumbling me? I know it's a play fake, and you're selling the fake. Man, you just screwed me right there. They brought the blitz. How do you not throw the block? Oh my God, that's terrible. Just got burned. Our guy burned us.
Trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Running out of time in the pocket.
Oof.
They bring him down.
That doesn't feel good.
Game, but still well
got to go Verts delay. No choice.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Defense is coming after him.
Oh my God, the drops are killing me. Is that another? Was that Uki again?
Well, that's not what you want to see.
We got to go for it. 10 points. We got to go. Because they're going to go right down and score. We got to go. That's crazy. Another drop. Is he kidding me?
Got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Please, another drop.
Complete, and the drive ends right there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field.
Well, down late in his football game by more than
well, guys, that may possibly, I don't know, unless we have some kind of crazy run, and I anticipate us, I hope it's not the case, I anticipate us not maybe being able to get through Texas or Oklahoma unscathed.
Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. This line getting
Those drops are absolutely brutal in this game, and the fact that we just couldn't come up with a stop.
Ball handed off. And they'll stop.
Yeah, it's kind of a quick game. We're only like 40 minutes in. Are the games too short? I don't know. The stats are maybe normal.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Glenn Allen's brother, I don't know. Eric Angle, Eric Allen.
Not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. The scramble doesn't get there. And it's gonna bring
They're going to punt the ball. Wow.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep
They're at the
play alive.
36. There's only a
Everything he
16-yard
had, he came up
net
short
difference.
first down. Boy, gave him a chance.
No, kick it away here. And the punt lands
I mean,
out of
he only
bounds.
made 20 yards. I would have gone for it there.
Slotted here.
All right, we got another shot, folks.
Back out on the field now.
Let's not
Last possession, they came up
let's
empty,
not
went for it on
end the season just yet.
and got stopped. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's
Andy
got a
Kinder.
crossing route.
Stay with us. The man's being held together with
Gain, they'll spot the ball.
bubble gum and paper cuts right now. But by God, we gotta have this one.
Chunk play like that, moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep
I
looking for those
don't
big plays
here.
downfield and hope to
I
be
don't
able to
know
get
if
the
this will
ball
work.
into the end zone.
Quarterback
I got
changing
one
the
guy
play.
here, and I'm sending two. Let's see if we can get a favorable
Throw it on first down.
matchup. We did not.
Running out of time
Yeah.
here. That's
I was hoping, and I know it was Glenn Allen, so it was kind of a
He felt heavy,
but I was hoping between the two somebody was going to break
second
loose.
down.
Did not work for me.
And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now.
There's Kinder.
Finds the receiver wide
Oof, boy, I wish I had more room to play with there. What a game, man. That's the flu game for Andy Kinder.
Set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
Maybe Uki's going to be one-on-one, but can his hands,
Throw again.
he's got a shot at it. Let's see.
There's a shot toward the end zone.
Ah,
Oh, and it's
ooh,
batted down by the
he goes right into the wall.
Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots.
Oh, my God. I know he was covered. I was hoping
Boy, with this
with
quarterback
Kinder's speed he was going to beat him out, but
worked themselves back into this game here in the second
we were
half.
kind of in desperation mode. I knew that was a risky throw, because you know me, I'm going to complain. If there's a bad interception, I'm going to blame the game 9 out of 10 times. That one I knew, 50-50 shot, but everyone was really covered. And I thought, because of how Kinder had been doing, I thought he was going to have the speed to kind of break in front. Did not pay off in that regard. Maybe probably should have just ran around. I don't know.
Looking to respond and add to this lead.
Well, if the defense wants to help us out while they're throwing the ball, that would be nice.
After a short gain there. Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Tries to get loose in the scramble.
Oh, he looks like he's
Brought
feeling
down
that
after a
one.
short gain. So a very makeable third down for the offense with 29. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw.
Come on.
Comes up with the catch.
Oh, are you, how
They
it?
stop him, but
No.
it's a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here.
Are we coming off like a desperate coach right now?
Second, the coach
Was that a first down?
He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one.
Well, we can't even see the yellow line. And this is a terrible replay, so I don't know, but I didn't think he got it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear.
You
He took
kidding
a
me?
chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see.
I'd like to. Should we do our own instant replay? Well, we don't see where the yellow line is. So where's first down? First down was the 33-yard line, right? If we're looking at the sticks. I don't know why the stick is all the way back there. But if we're to believe that, then yes, the 33-yard line is the first down. I suppose, conceivably, he did make it past, perhaps. I don't know, but the chain, I want a better chain gang here. Here we go. This is the look, right? So where's our first down guy? Why is the chain gang all crazy? I don't know. I got one guy on the other side of the field. They marked him at the 33.
Texas A&M getting
We're
set
toast.
first
We are
and 10
toast.
now.
Season is toast, folks.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee...
It's been an interesting tenure for poor Coach Peyton Manning. Definitely have been on the cusp multiple times. This is not Utah cruising some undefeated seasons. Well, we did recover an onside kick, didn't we, against Kentucky or someone? Someone we got an onside kick.
On third down, he drops to throw.
Yeah, well, we got destroyed. Offensively, I mean, look, that's my Heisman candidate right there. Forget about our defensive guy. What a series of back-to-back games for Anders. Absolutely shredded our defense. Had no answers. The O-line, I talk about how bad offensive line blocking is in this game. We didn't get back there at all, man. They held us in check.
Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the free.
Credit to A&M. It's going to hurt our recruiting. And like I said, that's patreon.com. We're going to go live right after this with the post-game show.
Nicely there by the freshman. Now a timeout.
But it's going to be somber times in Rocky Top as we are going to suffer our first home loss of the season,
It's third down.
assuming we can't have some kind of miracle outing here.
Backfield, and he'll get the carry. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
I don't have any timeouts because I burned one on the challenge. I thought I had one more timeout in me. So we're going to have a minute to score 10 points. Boy, the odds of that is
Makes the stop on this return.
Kenny Hotz winning a 10-mile race would have better odds than we have right now.
Back out in the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Here's a shot toward the right sideline.
Ugh.
That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris Fritz trying to calm the guys down here. I'm disappointed in Uki, who came in as a Heisman candidate, man. The amount of drops that he had. And just complete lack of effort by our guys. That ball was thrown, and that one I'm blaming on 87. That one was thrown while he's in front of the defender. Chris Fritz got to have some words with him because that was thrown when he was open, and the dude didn't make a play on the ball.
Points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
I mean, here you go, game on the line. You're open, bud. Look at this. You are open as can be, and the route that you run is going behind the defender. Look when the ball is thrown. Button is pushed here. Receiver is open. Step up in front, make a play. What does he do? He runs behind the defender and gets stuck and gets picked off.
So with the lead secure,
And there's going to be a knee, and that is going to do it. Folks, patreon.com/TBSports27. We're going to be dropping in the rankings. We're going to perhaps be out of the college football playoff as they have it. Recruiting is probably going to take a big hit as well. So you want to make sure you join us over on Patreon to see where we are going to end up.
Jobs to try to get this team ready to play the next time they go out.
and that is going to
That's another reason I don't want to go to NCAA or College Football 26 just yet, because we got some big name 5-star recruits coming in that I want to see how they're going to play out. Maybe we sim a couple seasons in the future. I don't know. But very, very disappointing loss. A&M coming in. They were a strong team. Probably underranked at number 10, seeing how well they played. But now that's 2 losses for the team that came in nationally ranked number 1. Total offense, man. It feels like they should have had a lot more than just 79 extra yards. But they roughed us up for sure. Numbers are what they are. A lot of drop passes. 3 passes from Uki. 2 from Andy Kinder, actually. He had a really good day, but the drops were brutal. So anyway, Patreon.com/tvsports27. We're going to be going live with our post-game show, top 25 rankings, Heisman recruiting. Make sure you join us for some bonus content. Patreon.com/tvsports27. Make sure you follow us on Twitch because we're going to be doing some Twitch streams coming up in the near future. And those VODs will go up on Patreon. If you liked what you saw here, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time.